What's up, YouTube? It's the Dawn, where shit gets real. And today, and like every day, I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. I ain't being puppetized. I'm telling you my opinion. Nobody's behind me telling me, say this is good, say that is bad. No, I'm here to give you an honest opinion, and that's what I'm gonna do. But before I give you an honest opinion, by the way, we're gonna be talking about this OBS T-VCT tank, okay? But before we talk about that tank, I'm gonna give you guys an update. Now, I am gonna do another review on this Crown sub-ohm tank, but I just wanna give you a quick update because I kinda, in my outtakes, I said something about their coils being made of stainless steel. Now, I did email the company, the manufacturer, and they did say that the coils are made of 316 stainless steel. Now, I'm not a metal person. I have to look that up and find out what exactly it is, but I'm just relaying that information to you. But I will say, that is the best coil that I've ever used in a clearomizer, hands down. It's just the best one. So, without keep talking about that, because I'm going to make another video. Oh, by the way, one of their reps is supposedly in my area, and he has my number, so I may hook up with him sometime tomorrow. If I do, I will bring my video equipment and I'll do like a Q&A with them because I really feel like that's the best tank I've ever had in my hands thus far. But anyway, so let's stop talking about that and let's talk about this OBS, okay? So I had this OBS for about 2 weeks, maybe a little longer than 2 weeks, and I've been vaping on it, the first week, every day, all day, playing with it, trying to make it fail, and I got mixed feelings on it, okay? Now, before I even start talking about it, let me tell you guys where you can get these. Always grabbing the wrong mouse. Right now, it looks like Wet Vapes has it, and they are saying in stock, and the price for them is $32.99. Okay, so according to their website, when it comes to you, it will have the tank 1.5 bottom triangle dual coil at 0.5 and 1.25 bottom triangle dual coil with it. Now, I will say that I have 2 examples here, and one of them came with 1 coil and the other one came with 2 coils. But all of the coils were 0.5 ohm single coils, okay? So that's what I'm going to give you my opinion on. I don't have the 0.25 ohm coils. I wish I did. And I wish they would have sent it to me. And after watching this video, they're probably going to say, I wish I would have sent the Dawn the real deal. Because this one, I got to say, I can't stand the coil. I can't stand it. Now, I'm looking at this from a person that doesn't need all these high wattages. I'm just looking at it. It's okay. What if I was a person, the only thing I had was a 30-watt device? How would I enjoy this device? And the vape that it's giving me is not that enjoyable. And I blame it 100% on the coil. 100%. The design of this thing, the way you feel it, the way it's built, it's spot on. But I believe, this is just a hunch. If I had that 0.25 dual coil, it probably would give me a much better vape. This right now, the vape it's okay. It reminds me of the first Atlantis. It gives you like that, not a really dense vape. It's real. It's like a skinny vape. It's not a fat, full vape. It's like a skinny, scarce vape. Let me take a turn. Now, the flavor is muted more than some of these other tanks. It's a little muted, and I really believe it's this coil. I wish I had a 0.25 coil to test out, but this coil I don't like. I don't like this coil. Now, the tank, I love the tank. Love the tank, love the tank, love the way it works, love the juice control, love the way you feel it, love the way it looks, love the window, but the coil, I just can't. I can't. And I'll show you the experience I had with this particular coil. It looks like, yeah, I'm getting that experience again. I'm going to show you the experiment before, in case I can't catch it on camera. This thing has juice control, right? And it looks like this one is doing it as well. This one has juice control, and the coil, it has like a sharp edge that covers the juice channels where the cotton sits. Well, after spinning that piece has actually cut off a layer of cotton. So when I opened it up, when it was empty, there was like a thin layer of cotton where where you close off the juice has cut that cotton, like seared it right off. So it took off a little bit of cotton. Now the cotton in there from the coils, they were like the one that I put in there. I noticed that it was a little puffy around the edges. I'll show you in the close-up. But it's like it's not packed in there correctly. I believe that these coils, maybe it was their first runs or whatever, it wasn't the best. It's like it's not in there good enough. It's not packed in there. It's very loose fitting. And the vape kind of gives you that feeling like the coil, like there's not enough cotton in it. Okay? So, without keep rambling on, let's just dive up close. I'll show you one that I haven't juiced up. It'll be a clean one. I'll show you that, and then we'll come back up top and I'll give you my final thoughts. So let's just dive up close now. Okay, so we're up close. It comes in a, fairly decent package, OBS I can never say this thing, T-VCT tank, okay? It has like a little indicator of what coils you're getting. As you can see, mine is not checked, but my coils are marked, and I have this one, okay? Because none of my coils say they can reach 50 watts, okay? So, on the back, take the sleeve off. Some company information, tells you what it contains. Tells you the materials, made of stainless steel and glass, blah, 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 top filling design, blah, 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 okay? So, let's open it up. It comes with a manual. Oh boy, could you hear my belly? It's time to eat. So it tells you all that goody good stuff. Here's the tank. Okay? Here's what it comes when you get it. Like I said, one of mine, like this one, has a coil inside. My other one did not. It was empty. Okay, so let me just start from the top. Take that coil out. Start from the top. All right. So here's the tank. Okay, it's not a bad looking tank at all. It has a nice glass window where you can see your juice levels. Has a little alien with the letters T-VCT on the side. I always get tongue tied when I say it. Has an airflow control on the bottom, which is nice and smooth. So it's open on that side and it'll be open on that side. As you can see, straight through there. Straight through. Okay, so you can adjust it by closing it off like so. Like so. And close it off some more for a tighter draw. Like so. Okay. So it's drip tip. It's your standard 510 drip tip. And it's on the top. You see those arrows? That's how you take it off to fill. Okay. So let's put this back on. Let's take off the bottom. All right. That is a huge contact on the bottom. Huge. Huge, huge, huge. And the reason why is because their coils are designed like so. So it makes contact here. It makes contact here. And it has that big air flow hole through the middle. Now, the cotton in here, I believe, is one of the problems why I'm not enjoying the vape. My original coil, some of this cotton was actually protruding out of it. So when those edges, see those edges, those are kind of sharp. So as the coil was in there and I would spin it, it cut off a piece of cotton. But yeah, I'm hoping that their dual coils are better than this coil. I just did not really enjoy this coil at all. Okay, but I do see the potential with this coil. It's unique. It has the cutout. It lets a lot of air up through that hole. Okay, so let's put this back on. This screws on like so. Oh, by the way, it has an O-ring on the bottom to seal from juice going down in here, which is a kind of a nice touch. And it also has an O-ring on the top to seal the juice from getting down in here when you're filling your tank. Okay, so it also has a spit back bar, as you can see in the middle. So that'll reduce spitting. Now with this tank, I guess that's been stopping it. But when you're vaping it, you feel like it's spitting, but you don't actually, it doesn't never hit your tongue, I guess because of that bar. Okay. Let's take the top off. Okay, that's where you refill it. Okay. Put air, you put your juice on this side, the air escapes from this side. Now these rubber pieces, they do come out. Get that out. I guess I should have like a pin or something. But yeah, they do come out. So don't lose these, okay? But as far as like sticking droppers in there, droppers fit in there just fine. It's big enough for a dropper. It's big enough for a syringe. You just can't pour in there, okay? But every dropper that I own fits in there just fine, okay? As far as this piece coming apart, I can't get this piece apart. When you spin this turns. See that middle? That turns, and in turns, it blocks off these channels for juice flow control, okay? Now, I only use high VG juices, so I always leave mine open. Now, I have noticed as I was using it, taking the top off to fill it up, sometimes I'll spin it and I'll close it off halfway. So you got to, check it right after you fill to make sure you haven't turned it, because as you can see, as I'm turning this, it turns. And sometimes when you're trying to take the top off, it'll spin, okay? My stomach is growling. Okay, the bottom, let's get this back in here. The bottom has a non-adjustable 510. It's not spring loaded or anything. It's almost recessed. Matter of fact, it is recessed just a tad. So definitely do not use this on a hybrid mod. I haven't had any problems with this screwing on any mod at all. It fits just fine. Has a little design by OBS. Blah 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 blah. Now, the way the tank feels in your hand, it feels. It doesn't feel like the Crown, but it feels like it's nicely made. I haven't had any problems with this spinning around. I haven't had any problems with it. The top fill, I never close off my juice channel when I fill. It just never leaks. I can't find nothing wrong with it except for the coils. The coil that I own, they're not the greatest. All right, so that's about it. We'll go back up top, talk on it some more. You can see that bar down in there too. Talk on it some more. And I'm gonna give this one away, okay? So we just looked at this OBS. Now, I don't want you to think that I think this is garbage. I think the coil in it is garbage. The ones that I got. That's just the ones that I got. I can't see how somebody got the same coil that I got enjoyed it. I can't see how. It was very weak. It was very weak. Other than the coil, which is like the most important thing, the tank is great. You know, it doesn't leak. You know, I had no problems taking the top fill off and filling it. I never even closed off the airflow hose when I did it, or closed off the juice flow control. I never even bothered with that. I just opened it up and filled it, and it never leaked. So it worked as, you know, as they say it worked. You know, I believe that with better coils in here, this would be a really nice tank. Be a really nice tank. Now, I am going to give one of these tanks away. I'm going to give it away right now. I'm going to give it away to one of a person that, I got to look on here and remember his name. Sean Snyder. Shante, I guess I'm just going to call him Sean Snyder. Sean Snyder was commenting on a couple of my videos maybe a month or so back. I told him, hey, why don't you join, you know, a group on Facebook? You know, I forget what the subject was about. He did that. Then he joined every other group that I told him, and then he joined other groups. And then every time I look on Facebook, he's on there posting or responding or talking, which is good. That's what we need. We need active, you know, people in the community. Now, I'm not, you know, downing you because you got a 9 to 5 and you got a family, you got responsibilities. I'm not saying that, you know, you're not important. You're very important as well. It's just that I'm just going to give this one to him. He probably would never win one of my contests because they're so fucking random. But I did want to get him something. But speaking of contests and giving away stuff, like I said, when I get stuff, I'm going to give it back. So I will be giving away the other one. Sean, this one came with 2 coils, but I'm going to snatch one out so that I can give away the other one as well so that they can have a coil. So you're only going to get 1 coil. Looks like Wet Vapes sells them. But if you replace the coils, I definitely would suggest you get the dual coils, because the single coils, I guess when you get it, you'll see that it could be better. I also have a Facebook page. It's called The Dawn. I will post a link below, so that way, if you want to ask me a question, because sometimes the YouTube, you know, comments, it can be overwhelming. You know, I can't answer all of them all the time, every day. I try to. As you can see, I always try to respond. But if I link you to this Facebook page, there's other people there that can answer your question. Or if you want to share something, or if you want to, you know, tell me I'm wrong, or tell me I'm, you know, I said that wrong, or I gave bad information. It doesn't matter to me. Go there and say it. All I think I ask is just be respectful. Now, I'm not saying you can't go there and not disagree with people. You know, I almost encourage disagreements, because sometimes you can learn something or somebody else can learn something. None of us knows everything. I don't know everything. You don't know everything. You might think you know everything. You don't know every goddamn thing. So yeah, please go there, you know, like the page, participate. Right now, Kenny, I can't pronounce his last name. Defer, whatever. Kenny's in there. Kenny's a great builder. So if you got any questions about building, I'm sure he can help you. He's also a show off. No, I'm just fucking with you, Kenny. But yeah, it's gonna be plenty of other people in there. If you want to ask questions, you want to share something, you want to ask me something, you want to tell me something, whatever. Just do it over there. I'm not saying you don't make comments here, but if you're on Facebook, please like my page. The more the merrier. Other than that, I really ain't got too much else to say. Let me take a tote. Matt from Suck My Mod gave me a shout out. I appreciate it, Matt. So Matt gave me a shout out. Twisted gave me a shout out. I wonder if Ripple gave me a shout out. I doubt that should have ever happened. But he don't even respond to his comments. Big time. That's big time. But anyway, let me stop fucking with Rip. Let me take a drink. Yeah, that's about it. Thank you so much for watching. If you know somebody that's on the stinkies and you have some old equipment, some old juice, if you see this person, you know, 2-3 times a week, give them your old equipment. Tell them, hey, try this out for a week. Get back with me after the week. And if you like it, I can tell you where to get it. But before you give it to them, you know, explain the battery safety, tighten up the airflow, tell them there's plenty of other juices out there. Yeah, when they get back to you in a week, tell them where to get good device. If they really enjoy it, at least, try to get them to get at least a 20 or 30 watt device. That way they don't have to keep buying those stupid pens that only fire whatever the pen is firing at. You don't even know. That way they can grow. You can do a lot with 30 watts, trust me. Even with a dripper. You can build a dripper with 30 watts and blow clouds, get nice, flavorful. You can do a lot with 30 watts. Remember, last year, 18 months ago, we was doing a lot with 17 and 15 watts. We had them K-Funds. We was rocking them K-Funds at 8 watts. You know what I mean? So you can do a lot with 30 watts. So until the next time, thank you so much for watching and pay it forward.